wilderness doesn't care about your size when the winter storms arrive. In the heart of the frozen Pacific Northwest, vulnerability usually means death. But sometimes survival takes the form of the most unexpected creature. Orphaned before the first frost, this wild kitten faces an unbearable world. The snow is a pristine, suffocating ocean that freezes the landscape into absolute stillness. Her paws, though broad for her size, sink deep into the treacherous down. Every step drains her fading warmth. Every hour brings her closer to the end. But suddenly, the silent forest begins to tremble with a heavy, rhythmic pulse. The valley's apex predators are on the move. The natural instinct of any small creature is to flee, to hide in the deepest darkness. But this kitten is starving, and desperation breeds dangerous genius. Instead of running away, she makes a choice that defies the laws of the forest. She becomes a shadow, tethering her fragile life to the deadliest force in the forest. By stepping where giants have walked, she conserves her precious energy. But following in the footsteps of kings means following them to the battlefield. When the wolves hunt, the violence is sudden, calculated, and absolute. The kitten knows that she must not interfere. She must simply watch and wait. She is a spectator in the arena of giants, invisible among the pine needles. The hours pass. The feast below comes to an end, and the well-fed wolves retire for the night. The temperature drops rapidly, turning the forest into a dark, icy crypt. Now the shadow descends to take what the kings have left behind. Moving with the absolute silence only a cat can, she approaches the site. She finds frozen scraps, enough to sustain her tiny body for another harsh day. It is a perfect symbiosis, built solely on theft and deception. Until the wind suddenly changes direction. The alpha's eyes open wide. The smell of a stranger cuts through the cold. Time stops. The massive predator slowly raises its scarred head. The kitten freezes with a piece of meat in its teeth. She's trapped. A 300-pound giant against a 3-pound orphan. The wolf takes a heavy step forward. The snow crunches under its weight. But the cat's main weapon is not strength. It's explosive vertical agility. In a fraction of a second, she soars into the air, climbing up the sheer bark. Alpha watches her go. He doesn't bark. He doesn't chase. To him, she's barely more than a ghost. She's neither a threat nor a prey. The shadow survives another night, safe in the towering canopy of the evergreen trees. As the harsh months pass, this dangerous game of hide-and-seek continues. Watching the forest's masters, the kitten learns the rhythm of the wild. When the ice finally breaks and the rivers begin to roar, the landscape transforms. The wolf pack migrates north, following the large prey from the valley. They leave behind an empty forest. But it is no longer empty. The tiny, shivering orphan is gone. In its place sits a quiet, skilled hunter. She used the kings of winter to survive. And now this territory belongs to her. Because in the ruthless wilderness, true strength is not just about how hard you can bite. It's also about being smart enough to walk in the shadows of giants.